Hey everybody, Putt Putt King here. And if you know what time of the week it is, you know it is time for this week's story time. And for this week's story time, I'm going to tell you about the time I almost got scammed by somebody. Yeah, no joke. Now, you're probably thinking, what happened? Well, I'll get right to the story and tell you what happened. It all started one Friday night. This was back in 2008. And this was after my son was born. But my girlfriend at the time, his mom, she started having some kind of pains and had me take her to the hospital. So I took her to the hospital, or the ER, and they kept her for a couple hours or so, making sure nothing was wrong with her. And then she requested that I go to Sonic because she wants some ice, because she says her iron was high, and that's why she just liked getting ice, no water or anything, just a cup of ice. So I was about to do that. I was about to go get her one, and then it's like I see a couple people, standing out there, and then there's this one guy with a mustache and a beard, and it's like he runs to me. It's like he asked me, if I can, maybe give him a ride somewhere or something, and then it turns into, like, I was like, do I even know who you are? And he lies to me and says, yeah, he's like, yeah, I know your parents. I've mowed your lawn before. I know who you are. Oh, that was a lie right there, because he also was trying to get me to give him $100 out of my bank account, saying he needs $100. Well, I told him at the time I only had 40 because I only did, but he said that he was like, "Well, that 40 will do, just as long as I can get some dough in me. I mean, I'm pretty much broke, so I need somebody to lend me some money." And then I was like, well, I only have $40, and I don't know if my parents would be okay with that. He's like, but if they know you, and it's okay, then I'll call them and ask him. And then that's when he threw up a big red flag. He's like, well, I prefer if you didn't call your parents and tell them that. That should have thrown me for a loop right there, thinking that he was going, that, he's going to lie and saying, I prefer if you don't call your parents. That should have been a flag right there that he did not know me. So what I did was that, I kept driving him around saying, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can get you any money or anything. But I said that I had to stop for ice, for my girlfriend. She wanted some ice, and said by the time I got there, from Sonic, they had closed. It was already late at night, and luckily, my luckily she called me. My girlfriend did, and she asked me if I got the ice, and I told her, no, how that they were already closed, and I was already in a situation with helping some guy. And then she's like, what guy? And then it's just kind of like, tell her about, some guy just found at the hospital saying was like needing a ride, was like needing $40. And then she's like, get him out of your car. Sounds like he's a scammer trying to get money out of you. I was like, well, he said he'd pay me back. He's like, yeah, if he's never seen you before and you're going to lend him your last $40, when's he going to pay you back? I said, well, that's a good point. That was a good point. But then she went on. She's like, I really wanted that ice from Sonic, and that ice real bad. She's like, but I'm okay now. I'm okay. I'm okay that you're okay. She's like, but don't trust anyone. She's like, did he even have the face of someone who's trying to leech off of somebody? I said, well, he had a mustache and a beard, and they're like, yeah, that's the common face for someone trying to leech off of someone. Now, she's not saying that, all people with mustache and beards are bad, but I mean, if someone's trying to con you and everything, and they got like a beard and a mustache and everything, then then yeah, I mean, may need to look out for people like that. But not all people with beards are bad. But I'm just saying, it's kind of a giveaway when somebody is asking for something and they have a mustache and a beard, almost a mustache and a full beard. Not quite full, but it was full. But anyway, we got home and we told my mom, me and my girlfriend at the time, we told my mom what happened, and then they both were like, well, anyway, I got it confronted. My mom was like, "We don't know this person who you're talking about. Yeah, we don't know this. We don't know this person. You didn't give them any money, did you?" I was like, "No." And then my girlfriend at the time was like, "Well, what if he put a gun up to your head? What would you have done then?" I said, "Well, I probably would have surrendered and given him money." And they're like, "Yeah, because when you do that," I was like, I said, when you have a gun to your head and everything, it's kind of like you're almost forced to do that. But anyway, as she was talking to me in the but going back to when I was in the car, when she was talking to me, she was giving me an earful, and the guy was hearing her giving me an earful. So what he does is that he just gets out of the car and starts, just starts walking. So apparently, I guess she could say she saved me from, being scammed and being scammed out of almost my last $40. So she saved me from that. So thank her for that. But yeah, that was the time that I almost got scammed by somebody. Somebody that tried to tell me that they knew me and my parents when they did not. Bold face lie. But anyway, like I said, that's this week's story time. I'll be back next week with another story time. And until then, you guys stay safe, stay warm, stay happy, and I'll see you. And well, actually, I hope to see you not only in my premieres, but in my live streams and my uploads as well. Until then, you all have a good day, everybody, and stay safe.